So today we're going to be doing a quick tutorial on saving tomato seeds. I was at the Heirloom Expo a few days ago and I was gifted all of these amazing heirloom varieties. Unfortunately, I don't know the names of them, so what I've been doing is as I'm saving seeds I just write some quick things. So this is red with a hint of indigo and it's a large tomato, and that's going to be hopefully enough that I'll know somewhat of what I'm planning, and then I'm just folding them up and keeping them separate. I have a few stacks going. I've been at it for a while. So one of the things about tomato seeds is there are different schools of thought on saving them. Some people are fermenters and some people aren't. Personally, I don't tend to ferment my tomato seeds and I get a really good germination rate, so it's just a personal preference. It's up to you. You can do some research on fermenting them. It usually just involves pouring the seeds and the juice from the tomato into a vessel, like a cup, adding a little bit of water, leaving it alone for a few days, and it'll kind of ferment and become a little moldy, and supposedly that helps the tomato seeds because that's like what would happen in nature. If this fell to the ground, it would just sit in like a nasty pool of nonsense. I find that you don't need to do any of that. So I'm going to do a quick little tomato just as a guide. So you're going to want to break your tomato. It's hard one-handed. And then you're going to just squirt out the seeds, and you can see that they're coming out onto the paper towel. One of the problems with this method is that it's pretty paper and towel intensive, so if you can find an alternative, go ahead and share it. I would love to know. As you can see, your tomatoes are covered in little encasings of kind of like a jelly substance, so you're going to want to gently kind of push those into the paper towel, and that will take off the liquid. It'll absorb. So this is the initial paper towel, and then you have your secondary clean one, and you're just going to transfer the somewhat dry seeds. I'm just picking them up under my fingernail gently so I don't break them, and then pushing them into the clean paper towel. So once again, you're just going to want to push and then scrape off and then transfer like that. And they're going to want to clump together. That's not ideal because you do want them to dry out so you can save them. The biggest problem that you'll have here probably is seeds going bad because they're not properly dried. So my plan here is I'll write down just the small characteristics. So this is a small tomato. It's kind of a burgundy. It's got some green going on at the top, and that's how I'll remember what it was. I'll just write that here on the paper towel. And then what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to open them, put them in a non-windy spot, and just let them dry out for a day or two in the warm weather. Not in direct sunlight, not in any kind of place where they'll blow away. Just make sure that the seeds dry out before you save them, and they should be good to go. So when you're ready to plant next season, you can either pick off these individual seeds and put them in the ground, or you can actually just tear up the paper towel if you don't mind thinning them out, and you can just plant the paper towel pieces directly. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions about tomato seed saving, and of course you're welcome to join the Seed Swap group to share your best seeds, and the Plant Chat group where you can talk about anything having to do with horticulture, and you can share your plant ID photos or your brag posts, and I will link both of those in the comments section.